Hello. These are always the weirdest, like the weird, quiet pre-time. Am I like super blurry? I don't know what I would do about that, but hi. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna answer some questions that y'all sent in to the label, and we're gonna hang out, and I'm gonna try not to get distracted by you talking to me. But hello. Tiny Desk, hi. Hi, Bob. I'm super distracted by this, but it's nice. All right. How was working with Phoebe Waller-Bridge? Says Esme Smith. Charlie in the Rye. Dakshapa Music. Zelly Vern. Bunch of people ask that. Phoebe rocks. She's so fucking funny. Yeah, it was super cool to watch a behind the scenes that wasn't super, super high stress. I think I've been, even on like my own projects, I think everybody's super high strung, when shooting a music video, and just like the perfect combination of relaxed and hilarious and fun to be around. So fun. What inspired the Savior Complex music video? Did you both come up with the concept? Says Kaylee Ann. No, I just basically let Phoebe do whatever she wanted because I trust her with my life. Favorite part of Fleabag? Anxie Tejer. Wow, I'm just gonna stop reading people's usernames. I don't know, just like it's the little stuff for me, like when her ex-boyfriend says he has postpartum. That really got me. Obviously, Hot Priest, Andrew Scott, when she's reading the Bible in the bath. Yeah, all of it is great. How many skeleton suits do you have? I have too many. I have probably close to like 10 in my possession. My manager probably has like 25. And I just leave them. I ditch them everywhere. So. All right. Favorite, least favorite Christmas song? Favorite Christmas song? I mean, probably River by Joni Mitchell. I hate Frank Sinatra, dude. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of the mall. It reminds me of being at the mall. Just too much. It was never really played in my house. We listened to like Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard Christmas records and Elvis and stuff, but I stop at Frank Sinatra. How did you meet and sign Claude? Marshall sent me Claude's music on Spotify, and I became totally obsessed, and I sent Claude's music to Chris Swanson, who owns Secretly Canadian. I was like, yo, have you heard this? And he was like, dude, absolutely huge fan. So it was so easy to convince the label that Claude was a great first sign because everybody was already a fan. And then I flew to Chicago to see Claude, and just had such a good time. It was such a cool show. I can't wait for live shows again so y'all can see them. What's the story behind your IG username? Fake news. Fake news. Fake nudes. I don't know. It wasn't very well thought out, and then now I have a bigger platform than when it started, so yeah, I guess maybe I should have thought of that a little more. I've been trying to change it to OnlyBans for like months, but I keep getting this notification that's like, you actually need to pay more attention to this if you want to change your username because you have, a larger platform. So I haven't like emailed the head of Instagram yet to be like, hey, can you please change my username to OnlyBans? Okay, and that'll probably date similarly to fake news. I just want to change it because we're done with Trump. It's not, I want to forget. All right. Who is your favorite Slytherin and why? Snape. obviously. Yeah, not a super deep cut. I just, whoa. Hey. This is just a bunch of boxes stacked on top of each other. No, I think Snape is super fraught and cute and handsome. I also think baby Snape looks a lot like baby Connor Oberst, which is endearing to me, like the last movie. Favorite thing to get at Erewhon? Oh, Erewhon. I got like a $18 coffee smoothie once at Erewhon that I was like, I can't believe I'm about to try this, but it was pretty delicious, if I'm being real. What's the significance of Angela Dean ghosts on your album covers? Tumblr. I found Angela's art on Tumblr, and I thought it was awesome and so nostalgic and sad. And that's what I'm going for, kind of. And so I sent in a bunch of my own childhood photos for Angela to mess with, and it was initially this one of me, like, for the first record, it was initially me hitting a piñata, and we used that for, I think, the Motion Sickness single, but the one that really struck me was the rainbow in the back with my grandpa's dog Bud next to me. Yeah, I love that so much. What's your most used emoji? I'm pretty heavy in the black heart realm. I don't know. I feel like emojis are the new exclamation points. Like if you want to seem really hyped about something, you add a bunch of emojis, and I'm usually not. So I'm kind of the black heart. Or if I really want to make someone feel bad, it's the like face. That's it. Almond or oat milk? Oat milk. No added sugar. I don't know. Oat milk, almond milk, if you get a latte, sometimes it's just like a lot of information. Oat milk is like, I mean, I would probably just drink oat milk out of the carton. So, what is your favorite kind of dog? Pugs. I like pugs because I got one when I was 8, and he lived till last year. This goes perfectly into the next question, which is, what should I get for a tattoo? If you have a pet, you should get your pet's name, because I think it's super cute. I also just like that people who don't know just think I have like a random dude's name on my arm. Also, friendship tats are for real. This is with Boy Genius. We're actually talking about getting more friendship tats, like our same friendship. So I'm kind of addicted to friendship tattoos. But I also think that if your tattoos are too cool, then you're stupid. I think that stupid tattoos are cool. And you should just get them because it's not a big deal. And I have found that you don't really regret them, or if you have a stupid one, it's actually more fun to talk about. My goal of this year is to get a stupid tattoo. I like both my tattoos, so it's time for, I've had and if anybody has like a lower back tattoo idea, hit me up, because I'm trying to do that. Cool. Now I'm gonna invite Marshall. I think that I can invite. Let me see. Let's see, requests. All right. Marshall, waiting for Marshall. I miss Marshall. I wish that you were. Hey,
how's it going?
It's going good. Did I buy that hat with you, or is that new?
No, this was given to me by Silver Sphere as a
Oh,
gift.
that seems very Silver Sphere of a gift.
Yes, it's seen a lot of life before me, so I imagine if hats could talk, so it'd have a lot of stories.
You know what a lot of people don't know about Marshall is that he actually has incredible interior decorating skills. Like, even your little side table and your tapestry of the bird.
Oh
You
yeah,
have a great bedroom.
thank you.
Yeah.
I dabble a little bit.
I meant like show people your room, but
Oh
maybe.
yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Hold on. I've got my phone. Literally bought an iPhone like tripod for my own use, and then now it's. Hold on. Let me show you my room. It's a little messy right now. That's
Hey,
we're
room.
usually in here.
Hey. Ew.
Um, Let me see. Oh, I gotta see. So that's. It looks a lot cooler in real life because it's huge. What else do I have?
You have the butterfly,
Oh yeah, I've got this butterfly,
Waterloo, classic. Keel,
Waterloo.
classic.
Um, you know, what
I
we'll have to. If I would have known, if I would have known you were coming, I would have fixed it up a little bit. It's funny because this is a little bit higher than my like head, and like when I look up like this, I can't open this eye all the way. So usually when I'm looking at people, I'm like this,
yeah, you do that.
and people think I'm like, you know.
So
So yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming today, Phoebe. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna be also asking you a few questions that came from Instagram users.
cool.
Well, let's just dig right in, and as you answer these questions, I want you to just go ahead and be yourself. Don't be nervous or anything like that. Um, what were some influences on Punisher?
Hmm. Um. What did we listen to? I feel like we were listening to a lot of Grouper, a lot of Bright Eyes. I feel like we referenced a Bright Eyes song like almost every song. Um. What
Yeah,
else?
I feel
Uh.
like a lot of it was trying not to was trying to make sure that we didn't rip off any Bright Eyes songs because they're so ingrained in both of our
Yeah.
like songwriting.
Big Thief. We definitely played
Oh
not
yeah.
before we recorded um Kyoto or something. Uh. Yeah.
Oh, Big Beef is so good. You know,
So
it's
good.
funny because I don't influences are kind of the influences on Punisher. I feel like were pretty similar to the influences on the other album. It just Gillian Welch was definitely
Yeah.
one.
Definitely. Yeah. Blake Mill's first record for sure that Tony made. Lots of Tony recordings because why not? Like they just
Yeah.
get such good sounds. Um, so we try to keep it real and we're like, how did you get this? And then copy it, which is super fun.
I listen to Grouper nowadays a lot, but it's almost always like when I take a bath. Because like, what else are you gonna listen to when you take a bath? You know, so like light all the candles, put some Epsom salts in there. You know.
I'm like
Um,
when I'm writing or just thinking about stuff and I'm a podcast bath.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
What podcast are you listening to in the bath? Hidden Brain.
Hidden Brain, 99% Invisible, My Favorite Murder.
It was either you or Aiden. Somebody hit me to that 99% Invisible podcast, and it is fascinating.
It's great.
Yeah.
Very wholesome nerddom.
Well, can you? This is from at P Patrick Lorenz and Roxana underscore AT&T. Can you? I don't make this stuff up. Can you talk about your creative process?
I don't know. Sometimes I send like Marshall a song or something, and he's like, "This is super boring." Uh, no, that happened literally today, and you're right. Like that song needs work. But it was one of those circumstances where you like write something really fast, or I don't usually do that, but I feel like I'm having to learn a life lesson of like I think that my process of writing really slowly has actually been helpful for me. So what I usually do is I'll write like two sentences and then I try to have Marshall help me and I go to your house every day and then we don't get anything done ever and then 6 months later it's magically finished.
That's like very accurate. And I feel like the way that I help is suggesting a lot of bad ideas that you're like, oh, no. And then you'll be like, and then you'll be like, what about this?
Yeah.
You know? But That's important. Every once in a while, I have a really fucking sick idea, but usually it's all bad ideas that help you to figure out what you definitely don't want to do.
Dude, Christian just commented, "I'm sorry, Phoebe," because I also sent it to Christian and he had a similar response. But um but yeah, no, that was that I appreciate you guys.
Well, it wasn't like you've been sending me songs that are so good. I think are your best writing ever, and I didn't want to be like at the sake of your feelings, be like a yes man and just be like this is awesome because I feel like you wouldn't want that.
No, I appreciate that. I also think I will disagree about the melody. I think the melody is good. Because I kind of want it to be sort of chorusy, but I think like digging into lyrics and just making them less general and more, I don't know. There's a lot of like very simple phrases in that song. Anyway, let's
I
talk.
digress. Do
Yeah,
you identify with being a Leo?
yeah, totally. I think Leos are misunderstood. I think uh, that I feel loyal and but also I have a Capricorn moon or Capricorn rising, which one? No, Capricorn moon. And I identify with that very much. Like I just kind of want to make a solid life for myself uh independently of my like stage presence or whatever, but I feel like I think about my job a lot. So that's like the Leo part of my personality. You're very Pisces, and I have a Pisces moon.
It's really weird because you would think that like Leo and Pisces would not get along, but weirdly, a lot of the people that I get along with really well are Leos, and I don't know why that is because I'm really sensitive, but I also like for whatever reason always connect with Leos in like a I don't know. I think I don't like guessing what people are thinking, and I don't like passive aggression.
Yeah. Although I'm pretty good at being passive aggressive, not with my close circle, um, not with my like actual people, but I can definitely do that. I have that skill, unfortunately.
I think if you were passive aggressive to me, I like wouldn't get that that's what was happening. I would be like very confused because we have like very direct dialogue.
Yeah,
Yeah, being a Leo, it's definitely you're definitely that.
I'm definitely that.
Um, what is your love language? This is a question from at Kira Jane Mills.
Brunch.
It's hard for brunch right now. It's a hard world because we're not it's not like you're gonna go out to brunch even if they let you. You know, it's like fuck that.
Yeah, Amara's been nailing it with the pickup though. That has felt awesome because they have the little table outside of the spot. It's great.
Yeah, I had Amara today.
Classic.
Yeah, I miss Lincoln. They closed Lincoln down.
Oh, what the hell?
It's like end of an era. All right. My love language is, for those of you who are wondering.
I just
um,
skip brunch also.
do you
Honestly.
want to guess what my love languages are? If you're using formal love languages, not like a meal.
Uh, what's your love language?
My love language is, I figured this out recently. Um, words of affirmation, big one, and affection, physical touch.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah. Um, yeah, let's see. What's okay. Oh, this is a good question, and I think I know the answer to this, but I'd be curious to hear what you have to say about this.
Chris and Marshall's love language is
love
silence.
language silence.
It is true. I love Chris. So I love Chris. Chris is easily one of my closest three people in my life, and I almost never respond to him or pick up his calls. And it's always circumstantial.
I'm resonating with Chris on this, honestly.
What do you mean?
Just like you ghost, and it's like don't take it personally.
Oh my God. Do you remember Jeroen? We have this like tour manager who's not from the States. He's Norwegian. And he's like read an article online about what ghosting is, and he was like dead serious, like, do I ghost?
No, but
Do you know of this ghost?
I was like, you're my dad. You don't like. Oh, he's the
He
best.
really doesn't. He actually has the opposite problem. He
Yeah,
doesn't know when not not to.
he
All right.
doesn't know that sometimes telling me that he loves me is gonna make me cry.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
know.
Like, he'll say something nice, and I'm like, I can't do it right now.
I can't even tell you how like how rare it is for like a 50-year-old man to be truly have retained his innocence.
Oh, he's the best. He's so fun to be around. For people who don't know, he sings on Garden Song. It's like, oh, he rules.
Yeah, he does. There when he sang, there was like one show that we played before quarantine, and we like invited him out to sing that, and he's so tall that both Harrison and I were up on risers, and he walked out on the stage and used Harry's mic and stood on the floor, and the mic way up on the riser was exactly his height.
Yeah,
He stood on the floor. Oh man.
he's a tall dude.
When we stand together, because I'm short and he's so tall, it is hilarious. And he's always like, I would telling him he's tall is like to him is like telling a short person they're short. Like
Yeah.
he hates it, so he gets really sensitive about it. And he's like, I'm not that much taller than you. He's 6'7" and I'm 5'7".
It's really good.
I'm like, everybody wants to be tall, man. He's like, no, no.
I have a really good Julian Baker Yaroon photo. That's amazing.
Oh, I would love to see that. Yeah, because she's really short, right? She's small.
Yeah.
What?
Short.
Okay. Short King. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? You know who else is a short king that I figured out recently? Fucking, what's the guy from High School Musical 2? I think he's probably in the other ones too. The main guy. Zac Efron. Zac Efron. We got Zac Efron. That's exciting. When I found that out, I was like, fuck. That would get really emotionally affected me. Okay. Where does the animal imagery come from in your songs? This is from D4R10 underscore.
Is there animal imagery in my songs?
Okay, that's exactly how I responded to this, and then I was like, oh,
Birds.
bird and dogs.
I stole that from you.
Yes, but it resonated with you for a reason. You know, like,
Well, there's just something so sad to me about, like misconstruing what someone wants from you and like trying to perform love for them and making them sad. You know, like when a pet kills a bird, it's for you. How sad is that? And you just have to be like, oh my God, thank you.
yeah.
So yeah, I resonated with that idea of just like hurting people because I love someone.
I mean, if there are people that don't get the reference, it's that the idea that like, I remember this when I was a kid. I didn't have a dog do it. I know some dogs do this, but my cat used to do this where it like kill a bird, and then they try to bring it in the house.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people get like angry at their pets for doing that, but they're actually trying to bring you like a gift.
Oh my God, Connor's dog Lola killed like a baby bunny.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
sad. Lola's like tiny, so it's just
Yeah. What kind of dog was it?
It like a terrier mix that he adopted.
Got it. Yeah, I know. Like when we were out, I can't remember if you were there or not, but the last time I was at like Harrison's mom's farm, they had like.
I was 1,000% there. I was there.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you remember they had like basically wild bunnies that were being born, and you had to be careful where you walked in the grass because they like hide under the grass and you can step on them. And they had to like keep the dog away from there because the dog would just fucking go for it.
Totally.
Nature is not kind. Okay, cool. Well, that covers that. Got a few more questions for you. What's your song and album of the year? This is, for some reason, this is 3 users, I guess, asking this together or like separately. At Judge Pilots, at Juju.down, at Esme Smith.
Um, I have to say the Bright Eyes record, even though I heard it last year, just because it's so it's so messed up. Like that whole record is so fun. And probably To Death's Heart is like my favorite from that. Uh yeah, I don't know. They've always been singing about the apocalypse, but this year it really hit hard, so.
Right. Yeah, that album's so good.
What about
I like Mariana Trench a lot on that album.
Yeah, so good.
Kind of grew on me.
Totally.
I always liked it, but it like became even more my favorite.
And I feel like someone commented Beginners by Christian Lee Hudson, and I forget that was this year because we worked so hard on it in 18. So so I forget. But yeah, I mean, obviously you just said that you listen to that record all the time still as a fan, which is hard to do when you're close to something, but yeah, I get like knee deep in that record every once in a while. So good. Great production too.
Okay, the production's awesome. The drums are fucking awesome on that record. It's funny because that is a record that like every time I put it on, I listen to it from top to bottom. I like never really listen to a song or two.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's definitely. I know that you were definitely like curating it to be that way, and you pulled it off. Chris Hudson.
Chris.
Okay, let's see. I'm looking at my laptop down here, so I'm like looking at these questions. Ooh, this is a good question. I feel like I know what you're going to say because I think I've heard you say this in interviews before. But favorite venue, favorite place you've been on tour, two-parter.
Yeah, you know.
I think you're going to say First Ave.
First Ave is my favorite place I've ever played. Just because I've played a couple times now, and every show is just so good. But favorite place I've been on tour is definitely Japan. So cool. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was a wild.
What about you?
I know why you say First Ave. I feel like that, especially on that Boy Genius tour, like there was just something really special about that place, and we've been back since then with Better Oblivion. I don't think, have you been there any other times?
No, it's just those shows were so out of the park to me. Just like the most fun. There's like something about that second level being like kind of close to the stage is just like it's like a bigger crowd, weirdly, you know?
It's kind of like, it's literally like a club, like playing like a local venue almost, but it's like it's bigger, and that just doesn't ever happen. So there's something that feels, I don't know, I love playing there too.
I agree.
I don't really have a favorite venue. I mean, I have venues that I like a lot, and that's definitely one of them. I don't know if I have one that comes to mind where I'm like, that's the spot.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure.
Yeah, but if I did, I'd probably disagree with that.
I don't know. You like the Wiltern, and you like. I feel like there that you were like, it's sick that we get to play here.
Brooklyn Steel, I like a lot. I think it sounds really good there.
It does, which doesn't make any sense. It's a box.
It's a cement box.
It's so fun to play. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that place a lot. I don't know, but what's that? No, I don't like that. I was gonna say another place, and then I decided I don't like that place. Definitely have like favorite parts of the country, because like obviously, like First Ave's in Minneapolis, which is dope. But and I know you agree with this, but like being in the Pacific Northwest is just like special.
Oh yeah.
And but I don't really. If First Ave was in the Pacific Northwest, that'd be sick. Or if there's something like it there. But then again, I love Minneapolis. It's a really cool city. It's so cold.
It's very cold. But yeah, Oregon rules. Also, their shows are fun. Crystal Ballroom's super fun. Bouncy.
That place is crazy. What is that?
I mean, it's just a huge, wide, cavernous room. It's awesome.
Yeah, with literally a wood floor that's like a trampoline.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, do you have a favorite of your own songs? That's at Katie Cummins, at JYYYSON, at Caitlin_Moore666. Take it she's not a believer. Do you have a favorite of your own songs?
Uh, I I think I am going through this thing of like wanting to finish things by myself for my own ego, you know? Like wanting to know how far I can take my own writing without collaborators. Because I lean so heavily on my friends for affirmation, and especially during COVID, it's just like hard to really, you know what I mean? Like you and I write our best songs when we're like we have 10 hours a day for like 4 weeks or something, or on tour. So I feel like that's been kind of limited. So I've been looking back at songs that I did write by myself, and it's like Moon Song or Me and My Dog are, yeah, just want to like keep doing that. And they took forever, you know. But
Yeah.
but yeah, new record, I'd say Moon Song is probably my favorite.
I think Moonsong and Graceland 2 are my favorites of yours right now. But Me and My Dog is like one of my favorite all-time songs ever. And I can say these because I had nothing to do with any of these songs. Just as a fan, love those songs. And I'm always saying that I know I'm bothering with you with this, but I feel like an entire LP of like Graceland 2 style, like folkier style recordings would be so cool in my humble and correct opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I just yeah, I'm such a like producing nerd now, but I agree. It could go in either direction. But I love the way Gillian Welch's records sound and stuff. And also you're doing so much cool stuff with synths. I think I've been kind of like referencing Sidelines and stuff. That's like one of my favorite songs you've ever written, for sure.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Go look up Sidelines by Marshall and Ruby on SoundCloud.
Since you should borrow that synth sometime. That's literally just a patch in this synth, this like old 80s synth that you would
It's awesome. What's
like.
your
It might buy or something.
songs?
What?
What's your favorite of your own songs or songs we wrote together?
Whoa. Why is that hard to answer? I really like that one song that we've been working on for like 3 years now. I like that. That's probably my favorite thing.
Dead Dog song?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if ones people have heard, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because I don't know. I'd have to like think about that. Because I want to give like an honest answer. I could just like pick a song, but I don't know. I still feel like I'm really proud of all of the songs that I've been a part of, but I still feel like the best stuff that I have to say is like still in me. It's just not like easy to get out, you know?
That must be a nice feeling. I have the same fear that it's like over, you know?
I think the best songs you've ever written are ones that you are sending me voice memos of this year.
I appreciate that.
Well, shit. Let's see. Damn, even with my glasses, I can't see shit. I gotta go back to Costco and get my eyes checked. You're telling me Costco is not just like, it's a superstore, but it's a super spreader store. That place is like, you can't go there.
I draw the line at Costco this year.
Your mom got me a Costco membership for Christmas last year.
That's awesome.
She's kind of like the king of getting like gifts that like you would never buy for yourself, and there may be gifts that you wouldn't really think of as like a flashy Christmas gift, but then as time goes on, you're like, damn, this is a dope gift.
Totally.
Yeah. She also gives backhanded gifts, which I think is hilarious.
Like what?
You remember she got somebody...
like yeah, someone had a disgusting toiletry kit, and she got a brand new toiletry kit for
which is basically saying, I saw your toiletry kit and I won't stand for it.
Yeah.
She's also like the kind of person that like would get somebody, she would like get me like a gift like to the gym. She'd be like, you could use this. You know what I mean? It's like kind of a good gift.
Oh, she got me a yoga mat, and I bitched about it. It was like, what are you saying? And then I did yoga every day for like 6 years. So, all right.
Dude, yoga is so fucking hard. I like know that yoga is something that would change my life, and I just cannot bring myself to do it. I think what I need to do is start with like literally the most entry-level bullshit yoga thing where it's like 15 minutes of yoga.
I know what it is because I use SkyTing yoga over COVID and it's great. And they have 15-minute beginner courses that are so easy and fun.
Yeah, my core strength is so bad that doing like a full regular yoga class would be
I hear
like
that.
7 miles, and then I'll just never want to do it again.
I hear that.
But there was a time in your touring where, I mean, I know you do yoga pretty much every day on tour, but you were like trying to drag me to yoga classes at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And then there was like, I think you were like mad at me because I like wouldn't go.
It's just, yeah, it's funny to take people for the first time. It's really fun.
Yeah, I do want to get into it though because I have no fucking core strength. I'm like one of those people where like I did this the other day in my car. I was like sitting outside the store or something, and I had like leaned my car seat back, you know, like reclined it all the way, and I was waiting for something, and I was in there for like 30 minutes, and then eventually like something happened where I had to get up, and so I like went to like sit up, and my whole body was like. When I was trying to sit, I was like, "Fuck, dude, I need to like get some core strength."
Yeah.
So bad.
Men's Health says yoga is good for health.
The Men's Health like thing is so tight to me. I think it's so funny.
Yeah, what's up, Spencer? Love you.
I love that you're also friends with Men's Health.
I'm friends with men. Men's Health is important to me.
If I ever make any music that comes out publicly, I really want to premiere it on Men's Health.
That'd be great. Men's rights, dude.
Men's Rights Magazine. All right. Let's see what else we got. Do you...
Literally 3 more questions.
I know. I was about to ask you one of the other ones that I already asked you. Oh, any artist records you'd like to produce?
I don't know. I think it's about time, like, Bobby D gives me a shot, you know?
Bob Dylan?
Yeah. I think I need a shot with Bob Dylan. I'm putting that out into the universe.
Do you think Bob Dylan would, like, let someone produce him in the way that they would want to, or do you think that he would just kind of take over?
Well, he has, like, a fake name for himself, and he produces his own records. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't need my name in lights, you know, but yeah, I maybe I'd get fired day 3, but that'd be a great story too.
Yeah, it would. Dude, I think it would be sick if you like co-produce something with Casey Musgraves. I'm just saying, that's putting that out of the ether.
Did she produce herself?
I don't know. No, I mean, she might co-produce, but I know I know like I know this guy named Ian produced her last album. Sean Everett mixed it.
Yeah, I would do that in a fucking heartbeat because just this, you know, the songs will be good and it's not even gonna feel like work.
Just be fun.
Yeah, totally.
There's so many fucking righteous people making records right now, but I feel like sometimes I'm starting to feel now like when people are making really awesome albums on their own, like why insert yourself into that? If you're a fan of them already, it's like
Totally. I mean,
especially if people are making stuff at home, it's like don't change anything if you're doing a great job.
right. Yeah, I get that. Unless it was like a Gil and Dave situation and you end up making like a super tapey, sweet sounding record. Like not me producing them, but like me going in to make a record with them or something. Like it's just a time and place and a thing. And if the songs were good, it would be like, it would make sense why it was like all acoustic and tape or something. But what about you?
Artists that I would produce if I could. Yeah, there's definitely answers for that. I'm trying to think like what they are. What do you think I would want? What do I talk about all the time?
You said something today, and I completely
Shit,
forgot
man, I'm like bad
what
at
it was.
answering these questions. I usually am so zippy, and so everyone's like, "Oh, he's so like witty."
Soccer mom, mail.
Well, yeah, yes. Okay, yes. I mean, those are like probably among my favorite artists. I would like absolutely love to produce them, but also they're like making awesome records.
Right.
Lana Del Rey, I would like to get in a room with Lana Del Rey because I have so many ideas.
Controversial.
Do it.
But yeah, let's see. You're going to be doing some more producing probably before tour kicks back in, right?
Yeah, think so.
Yeah. You're gonna have you're gonna be in the big chair. You're gonna have your feet up on the desk. You're gonna be the one chomping a cigar.
That was it. That's the take.
That's it.
I'm gonna
Do
go.
it one more time with less feeling.
Like, you hear that? That's our kick drum.
Dude, that's like not far away from like how your albums are made. I feel like Tony or Ethan are walking around like, wait, can you put that water bottle back down on the table? It's in a C sharp. Dude, the hydro flask is like a hi-hat. Ethan would like make it into a hi-hat.
Sticker. I am signaling to somebody to talk to me.
I cannot read what that says.
Oh, it says, this emptiness is normal. Co-Star Astrology Society.
Oh, you have a co-star sticker? I didn't even know they made stickers.
I have several. I'll give you one.
Hey, there we go. You have a really cool co-star shirt, I feel like.
I do. I spilled coffee on it, but it looks kind of cool still.
Is it white? Because if it wasn't white, you wouldn't have spilled coffee on it.
Yeah, it's white.
You know that rule. That's just like a law of nature.
Yeah.
Okay, go-to karaoke song.
Black Parade. You don't even have to sing it. You could just let the bar sing it back to you.
I love that in this like hypothetical karaoke scenario, you're at the bar.
You sing Rancid, right?
You know what my go-to one is now? I feel like if I like in a pinch, I gotta go-to one is "Burn It Up" by Jonas Brothers. It's a crowd pleaser. It's really fun.
Yeah.
You know what's also a really good one is "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus because that's got a huge chorus.
I do like almost every Hillary Duff song. So it goes off.
Goes off.
So yesterday.
What did you say? Oh, so yesterday. I know that one.
I'm just a bird that's already flown away.
Didn't you have a song, like one of your first ever songs as like a child was like kind of similar to that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
The only bird flying the other way.
Oh yeah, I also fully plagiarized something when I was like 10 that I'd heard on the radio and thought, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just get away with this. Nobody else heard this. Yeah.
You got away with it, I'd say.
No.
You know what they say, good artists, great artists, right?
I took my friend Catherine and she was like, oh yeah, that song. You learned that song. But it's like a little different. And I was like, no.
I love the playing coy thing. No, it's not that song.
No, it's not. It's different.
I've never heard that song.
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard The Scientist by Coldplay.
You wrote that.
I did. I once famously, at least famously between you and I, literally just wrote The Scientist.
I was like, yeah, you would be super rich if you'd written that.
It's like a totally original song that you're like you're like, okay, this is cool. And in the chorus, I'm like, this guy will guide me home. This guy, yeah. What was the thing that I thought it was called? Oh, this guy's the limit. I literally thought people were saying that this whole time.
Chinese Satellite has one of those. Then I look at this guy and I feel nothing. Yeah.
Or like in Killer, sometimes I think I'm a kill her.
I'm a kill her.
I can't not hear that now. I listen to that.
And I feel like this when I sing that lyric.
Charlie has this like song that we're working on right now where it goes like it's I think we're two sides of the same coin, and for some reason I kept thinking that he was going to say I think we're two sides of the same damn coin, and so now I can't sing it any other way. I think of it as like the Jason Isbell version of the song.
Damn coin, dude.
Same damn coin. Fucking shoot me. Okay, cool. Last question. Oh, this is a classic question. You should have something ready for this because this is a classic. Do you write lyrics or music first? This is at Rebecca Marie Music asked this question.
I like it's changed a lot. I think lately it's music. Um, but I write lyrics independently of any music all the time. Like just a weird phrase or something that I want to write into a song. I feel like you're similar, right?
Yeah, I feel like I try to take down notes on my Apple iPhone 12 Pro. Um, I, I try to take down notes of like things that people say in conversations or just you. Now I'm trying to move into instead of like specific phrases that people say or words that I'm like, whoa. I'm trying to look for like concepts in my conversations. Like, oh, that's a like interesting concept. Not so then I can kind of run with a whole concept instead of just having the you know.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like sometimes when I write one line that's supposed to be like the centerpiece, it ends up either being written out uh or like irrelevant. It's just like a passing line and the other lyrics are way better. Like when you're on a thought process instead of like being super obsessed with getting this one line in.
Yes, it's really weird too because I feel like when like the best stuff comes out, it's like you said this a long time ago. It's almost like a joke or something. Like if I just let go of it needing to be serious, or I'm just by myself, and it doesn't matter if what's being written is good or bad. Something really great, like what I perceive to be really great, will come out. But if I'm with someone and there's pressure to write something good or profound or funny or whatever, something good, I just can't do it. Like imagining opening Twitter, and because I actually think of tweeting in a very similar way as writing songs, because it's like putting
Yeah.
your finger on something that everyone has noticed all their lives and has never actually put their finger quite on in a one sentence. Like imagine if you were like, okay, I'm gonna open Twitter and write something really funny right now. There's no fucking way you would. So like
Yeah.
you have to just open it and it has to just be like, this just come out, and it's really hard to do that when you feel pressure.
Um I agree. I think I've deleted tweets before to write them into songs. Like pretending to be myself in Chinese Satellite was a tweet that I deleted because I thought it was a good lyric.
Oh
Um
shit, really?
uh okay, I'm gonna let you go with one last question, which is someone said, "Do you have a piss kink?" And I um don't. I think it's gross. Um and like wouldn't it get cold really fast? Like I don't really understand it because I'm like, what happens right after? Like, sure, the first second, but like right after, you're just covered in piss. So, what about you?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people. I'm not like going to try to kink shame anybody. I'm not particularly into piss. I
Well,
accidentally drank my own piss one time on accident, uh, which I'll give you a brief, very brief window into that. My leg was broken, and I had some surgeries where I was not able to leave a hospital bed for a month. So a nurse had to come over and take like a pee jug away from me every morning and then bring it back. And the pee jug did not make its way back to me at one point. So I peed in a water bottle and then I didn't want to drink it. So I specifically set it behind my bed's headboard and then I like forgot that it was there. So then like this is even grosser. Like a fucking week later, I woke up in the middle of the night because I had started these new, like, really intense antibiotics that, like, severely dehydrate you. They give them to people who've had exposure to anthrax because I had an antibiotic resistant infection. So then I woke up I was very parched and I went to, like, drink, I needed water and I was looking for water bottles and all the water bottles around my bed were empty and it was the middle of the night, I was half awake and I ended up finding one that was full. Of course, you see where this is going. But I drank several gulps of urine. And I think that probably ruined my open-mindedness to that specific kink. Um,
yeah, you were traumatized. I mean, I've dated people who like it, and I'm kind of like a take it or leave it person. It's just not like feet or something. I'm like, sure. Sometimes
you're open to feet. You're open to the feet thing.
it's just it doesn't keep me up at night. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't keep me up at night because I think it's bad or good.
Right.
Anyway, I love you.
Love you.
All right, I mean, yeah, hang out virtually again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Talk to you later.
okay,
Thanks for
bye.
having me on. Bye.
Love you, bye. Bye, Ruby.
Bye.
All right. Now it is time for Scarison. Free request. Yes. Now the question.
Here I am.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, bro.
Oh my God, beardless.
What I know, I forgot what my own face looked like.
I feel that. I forgot what my own face looks like, and I don't have a beard.
I used to like hate when I would shave my beard. I would feel like naked.
You look
And,
super.
and then I was like, I think I'm just insecure about not having the beard. So it's like this it's like this reverse trying to feel good about myself by doing the thing that makes me feel insecure.
Right. I like it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Your room looks fun right now.
It is fun right now. Yeah, your room looks fun right now. Harry has good interior decorating.
I just got a little dresser. It's really small, but I like it.
So, also, are you guys a room away from each other right now?
I'll just
That's so.
That's Marshall's room right there. I put this little thing on his room of him as a child.
Wait, didn't he have a sign up that was like, come in unless you have 10,000 followers?
Yeah, that was up there for a minute.
Yeah.
So for a while I couldn't go in there, but I can go in there now.
Congrats.
So let's see. I'm actually kind of curious about this one. This one is asked by @Claire.marieb and @HE Dewhurst. And it's, what are the 3 songs on repeat that you mentioned in Chinese Satellite?
You know, I was trying to figure this out because, like, let me go back into my Spotify because it was
Because I was wondering.
that. Like, oh wait, Harry,
Yeah.
are you there? Oh no, you've
Yeah.
paused, but I can see it. Okay, thank God.
Okay.
Probably like, like a slow motionary phase, Fresca's record. Let's see what else like was around that time. Just I feel like right now, for example, it's like I've been listening to Can't Hardly Wait like on repeat lately, which is a weird choice because it's not a cut, but
I love that song though.
so good. Pavement, Range Life is on the list right now. Sebado, Soul and Fire. I just feel like I always listen to the same 3 songs.
Yeah, I'm that way too, where I'll find like, I did that recently with a song that I hadn't listened to in a long time, but we were talking about how your art director is the person who did that Radiohead video for No Surprises.
Really rocks.
And I had never seen that video, and that video is so good, and I forgot how good that song is. And then I was like I like to like do night walks, and I was on a night walk, and I like started playing that song, and like he's so mysterious to me because I feel like I love his lyrics, but you can't understand him all the time. His melodies are so good that as soon as like he starts singing, I'll just like start crying.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like it's somehow so effective, and I'll do that with a song where I'll just listen to it like I'll exhaust a song.
Do you ever like listen to other stuff as a palate cleanser so that you have the song that you actually want to hear as like dessert?
Yes, totally.
Like I'll listen to, or even like news or something, I'll listen to the news for like a second, then I'll be like, okay, now I can repeat that song over again. I think it's Far From Home or Walking Far From Home by Iron and Wine. That was one for a minute. That production is just cool. He does that a lot. It'll be like Crappy Swingers the same way, where it's like each verse is a different instrument is playing the hook, and it's like on verse upon verse. That's like really cool to me.
Yeah, songs where there's a bunch of things playing like simple melodies.
Totally.
You know. Who is Irma? Asked at Jimmy Curls.
Irma is the legendary ghost at the Magic Castle, and she has not been stumped to date. Like, you can ask her to play anything and she will. It's pretty fun to go be in there, and it's also fun to sing my own songs with Irma. We sent Irma like an arrangement of the song, and she learned it literally in like an hour.
She's fat.
Huh?
We went to the Magic Castle once.
Were you with me for brunch?
I think I went with. Didn't we go with your mom and your
Yes.
mom's friends?
Yes, that was for
And
brunch.
we saw some magic, I think, too.
It was awesome.
It was brunch and magic.
So cool.
Yeah. Okay. This let's see. This is asked by at Got the Powers and at Ella Schrebler. What books have you enjoyed lately?
Well, Christian just dropped off the Sarah book, which I'm excited to start. And I am finishing, weirdly, simultaneously, 100 Years of Solitude,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one, which I had to take a break from, Love in the Time,
Love.
because, and so I started the other one, which is stupid. So, but I am really enjoying them, and it's such a specific style that it's kind of like doing the thing where your life turns into the writing almost, where you like
Yeah, totally.
the voice of the author. But also Carmen Maria Machado, always. I've been like revisiting In the Dream House just because the writing is like, her writing is just so, it's so good, and I can kind of copy it, you know, like I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like write a song with some inspiration from little short stories, or the one where she says everything that's bad about herself.
I love that part. It's funny you say that too, because I feel like the better writing is, the easier it is to copy.
Yeah.
Because usually if writing's good, it's like easy to point at what's good about it.
Sure. Totally.
Yeah, the Sarah book is really good. I really liked that one. I've read some. I feel like I've enjoyed all the books I've read this year. I read this book 1004 by Ben Lerner. That was really good. Sula by Toni Morrison. I'd never read any Toni Morrison. That was a really heavy, good book.
I gotta do that.
I've been trying. Oh, this is it. I just read this. If anybody out there wants to up their game at chess.
Wait, Bobby Fischer, dope. Dude, I just
chess.
a bit.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was good. This book is sick.
Yeah.
I'm like winning games now.
Oh yeah, we gotta play chess.
I'm playing your brother.
I said I was really good at chess, and then somebody kicked my ass, and I realized I'm good at chess with musicians who never play chess.
Play chess. Your brother's good at chess.
Yeah, I'm too intimidated to play my brother even.
He's like just good at games in general, though.
Yeah, like he plays Go, which is super
which is like an insane game.
insane.
There's this really weird other name for Go called, like, I don't understand the etymology or the why it's called this, but I discovered that it's called this through a national song, which is my favorite national song, Gospel. Do you know that song?
No.
It's like my favorite national song. It's like the last song on The Boxer.
Cool.
And there's another name for Go, and the other name for it is the blood vomiting game. And if you try and look up the etymology for it, like there isn't anything that explains it.
Wow. Wait, someone find out.
He says like the abbreviation for it. So that's, what's that?
We gotta ask Matt. Did you?
No, I'll ask him.
Yeah, we should.
I'll see what he says about that. Somebody, this one doesn't have an @ on it, but somebody asked who would be on the guest list of your Last Supper, dead or alive.
I thought about this a lot, and I'm like, I just want to like hang out with people, you know, like.
Yeah, I thought about this one too, and it just gets once I start to answer that question in my head, it just turns into so many people.
Totally.
And it really just turns into like a party.
Yeah.
Turns into like a weird hang.
Maybe right now, like, I don't know, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, great hang.
That'd be sick.
But then someone like I have to pick someone dead now.
Yeah.
Are
they dead at the dinner party?
Yeah. Yeah. We're just kind of like poking.
They're just slouched over with their head and like
yeah. I don't know. Who's a dead? I mean, obviously Elliot, but that's a little. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
Karen says your mom.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
obviously.
It's funny because it sounds like a burn.
Your mom.
To write it like that.
Your mom says your mom.
It's like the most like full circle, like headiest burn ever. The most meta burn.
The most meta burn.
Yeah, so that one, you know. Okay, at Eric Boards said, strangest dream you've ever had.
Strangest. Well, I feel like those are too elusive. Like my weirdest dreams, I just wake up and I'm like, ugh, and then I forget. But
yeah.
I think, I mean, this isn't strange, but I have dreams all the time where I go on stage and I have no strings on my guitar, or I'm somebody else. Like I'll have a nightmare where I'm Julian Baker and I have to know all Julian's songs on guitar. And
that's pretty wild.
I'm like not only ruining my show, I'm ruining Julian's show because I am Julian.
Yeah, I have a lot of dreams where I'm failing other people.
Yeah, you have. My favorite is your Tom Petty dream.
That's so yeah. So that dream, Tom Petty, he's not. It's weird because he doesn't ask me to play. I think he's asking me to play with the Heartbreakers, but he also wants me to not open his show, but start his set with a song of mine. And I don't remember if it's a song of mine or just a song of just some song.
Yeah.
And a couple weird things that happen. At one point, I'm rehearsing with the Heartbreakers, and I'm like, you guys, I have to show you something in the trunk of my car. And I bring them to the trunk of my car, and I have killed David Crosby, and David Crosby's body is in the trunk of my car. And there's no part of the dream where I remember killing David Crosby, but they're just like, wow, man, like that's fucked up. Like that's it. Like I killed David Crosby, I showed the Heartbreakers. And then the next scene is basically we're playing this show, and it's in this big theater. And I'm starting Tom's set with a song, and Tom's playing, and the Heartbreakers are playing. And I somehow just butcher the song so fucking bad that the entire audience, every last person leaves. And then I turn around, and Tom Petty has his arms crossed, and he's shaking his head at me, and I wake up.
Oh my god.
So I woke up with like just the most disappointed Tom Petty's face just like burned into my.
It's the most like Beavis and Butthead,
like world ass dream.
Last dream.
Yeah.
So good.
I think I had that dream back when I used to like wake up and smoke a bong. So
that was like the show we played in Boise, where like the crowd was so loud that we just like laughed, and like we didn't really have to play. We were just like, oh, nobody gives a fuck.
No, they just were there to get super fucked up.
Yeah, that was fun.
Do you have, this one also doesn't have an ad, unless From Men's Health is both of these questions, but do you have a pre-show ritual?
Wait, sorry. Fuck, marry, kill Crosby, Stills, and Nash is a question in here.
Kill Crosby still.
Yeah.
Fuck Stills or fuck Nash? I think fuck Stills and marry Nash.
Yeah, I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I do love Crosby, but he seems like you wouldn't want to fuck him or marry him.
Yeah.
So, that only leaves you with one option.
Yeah. Sorry, question.
Do you have a pre-show ritual?
Uh, um, I don't know. I try not to eat a handful of chips.
Yeah, that's good. Like,
Like literally, sometimes I just will do it out of nerves in the 5 minutes before stage, and then I'm like, what?
when you're just like
Why?
full fuck, where it feels like you're sweat. Because sometimes on tour, it's like all there is to do is eat.
Totally.
And
Why
I feel like I'm like sweating food.
hurt me? Me.
Why do I love to hurt me now?
Like, I'll be like moving around on stage, and like shards of chips are like crunching my organs.
There's definitely been shows with you where I've like had like eaten some huge meal right before, and I'm like burping or shit,
Yeah.
like on stage, just like really uncomfortable. Like my suit pants are a little too tight.
I mean, you know about the BBC like showcase in London.
That was fucked up.
I'm mildly sharded on stage. Yeah, because I had
When
food.
we had like this much stage room.
Yeah, we were standing at the lip of the stage in front of like 6 other drum sets.
Yeah, like fully.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my ritual.
I don't even remember what a pre-show ritual is. Also,
Yeah,
maybe it'll be different when shows happen again. Maybe I'll do something like super zen.
yeah, that'd be sweet. I feel like we should have like a family cheer or something.
That would be cool.
Or let's do it to them before they do it to us.
You're ruined.
Jeroen says that every time we get on stage.
Yeah, that's a good good thing to get on stage with.
Yeah.
This one is from Men's Health. It's, do you believe in aliens?
I wish, man. Like, I wish. That's the whole point of like Chinese satellite is I wish I could make the leap. Like Harry always says, I wish I could make the Jesus leap.
I know. I wish could make the leap to God.
It sounds nice.
You know.
To just like feel like someone's got your back, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that it's it. I think about this all the time, and this can get a little too far away from any question that is related to it. But like at that point, like in my head, I'm like, oh, if you make the leap to God, you're just like basically wearing this like blanket of delusion. But then I think about how like everything we are and do is perceived through just the lens of our brains. So is it really a delusion after all? Like, what is reality? You know, like I have this like qualm with not knowing actually what fucking reality anyways.
Just to be clear, Harry does not wake up and smoke a bong anymore.
I've smoked enough weed in my lifetime though where I think there's just THC just floating around my frontal lobe.
There's just resin in your stomach.
I don't really believe I think like the idea of life beyond Earth is plausible, but not in like the conspiracy way.
Yeah, I just don't think we have seen aliens.
Yeah.
And they don't give a shit about us.
No. Well, it also cheapens the possibility of like maybe it's just like there's just like plant matter on some other planet.
Totally. Yeah.
But who knows? At Amanda Crosby asked, "What's the first guitar you owned?"
Wait, we didn't kill this person's dad just now, did we? No. We did. No,
Well,
I'm
this is
joking.
David Crosby's daughter.
I'm joking about that. But I thought you would. You were terrified.
I was like, oh my god.
No, favorite guitar, or first guitar.
Yeah.
Like a child-sized classical acoustic that my mom got me. That definitely doesn't hold a tune anymore. And then my dad got me like a Martin, and that was sweet from Guitar Center. Picked it out. My dad, my godfather gave. What about you? It's probably like you were probably a baby.
No, well, I tried to get my dad to show me some chords. I think when I was really young, when I was like 7, like 6 or 7, and I vividly remember it because he was trying to show me chords, and I just got immediately frustrated with how hard it was, so I just put it down.
That's
and
me.
Then I had a day in school where my friend was getting a bass lesson, and I just, for whatever reason, like all of the sudden in that moment was like, I want to play bass. I want to play music.
That's awesome.
And the first guitar I got was a Gretsch. which I still have.
That's pretty sick.
But I think the first guitar I loved was this white Strat I got at a guitar show in North Carolina.
That was my first electric, was a
Yeah.
white Strat.
Yeah, a white Strat. You can't really go wrong.
No.
Well, I think, and for a long time, my like username on like Twitter, I think was like Strat HW.
Oh, I
Like
met
when I first got on Twitter.
dude.
Yeah,
I met him.
you fucking met him. He wore big hats,
Big hats,
big
scarf.
flare.
Yeah, that was a sick look. I mean, I like wore full eye makeup with nothing on
Yeah.
my lip and like, you know, stole Harry's big hats when we first met.
I was like Watch's Velvet Goldmine once.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like Watch's Girl Interrupted 8 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally. Well, there's one more question, and it's Edgar Allan Poe. What's your favorite chord?
I love like well, I like open D tuning.
Yeah.
So, just 'cause it's sad to me. Now I play it like a little bit too much, but if you play like an E shape on the first fret in or the first and second fret in open D, it's like the most emo chord. I love it.
Yeah, that's a cool chord.
What about you?
I think probably a diminished chord.
For
Just
sure.
'cause they're so mysterious.
So
and
mysterious.
They're so transitional.
Mm-hmm.
Like a diminished chord can basically take you anywhere you need to go.
Yeah, it's like very like Randy Newman-y too. Like
Yeah, they sound like the chord. They sound like they're like a little portal to another dimension. Like there's something so spooky about them.
very spoopy.
Yeah, very spooky.
What are you up to the rest of the day?
I have therapy at 4:30,
Oh, amazing.
and yeah, every day I've been waking up and like I don't know what to do. Really, I mean, you know, I don't know.
Every day I wake up and I'm like, today's the first day or every day I go to sleep and I'm like, tomorrow's the first day of the rest of my life. And then I wake up and I'm like, nope,
Tomorrow I'm gonna do the things I've been meaning to do.
tomorrow when I'm the real me.
Tomorrow I'll grow up to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's hard. I did write a little song today that wasn't even very good, but it was just to be like, I just have to just be able to say that I did one thing today.
Dude, I have to send you my new song that both Christian and Marshall don't like. I need to get more. I'm going to send it to as many people as possible until somebody likes it. And then that person, you know?
I might be biased now to just like it too.
Right. Well, that sucks, but
But send it to me anyways.
I will. I have more shit to send you actually, but
Yeah, I want to hear more shit. I heard a song the other day that Marshall was playing that was really, really pretty.
oh, dope.
Whatever you had sent to me the other day.
Oh, the like really, really messed up one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Any of them?
Yeah.
Any of them?
But like the short one that's like here's the messed up.
I texted you like joking on like when the Grammys thing was announced, or I was like best album about death, or like I was like, wouldn't it be awesome though if the Grammys like concepts were that like best song about murdering somebody?
That'd be so tight.
You know?
Maybe I'll invent more categories where I'll just say I was nominated for more Grammys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lie about it.
Yeah. I love lying and not telling the truth. They're my favorite things to do.
They're very synonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, Borb. Have a good
I
day.
love you. I miss you.
Miss you. Thanks for doing this.
Of course. I hope we can like hang like real people soon.
Oh my god, I know.
Fucking
Let's throw a, football across a field and then however far it lands, you stand over there and we'll.
Let's throw a football across a field and both not catch it.
And then do nothing after.
And then don't do it.
Let's don't do it.
Let's not.
All right, I love you, Borb.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye everybody. Thank you. That was like 4 hours longer than I intended, but I had such a good time. Mwah. Watch the video because it's good.